Hi, everybody. Hello. Oh, Ona's here. Hi, Ona. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Julie and Kathy and Edme Mercado, Kathy, Ave Marie, Marcy, Jeanette Moran. How's everybody doing? Can you guys hear me okay? Again, oh, hi, AQ, Lola Payne. Can you guys hear me okay? Because again, the StreamYard wasn't picking up my microphone. So, hi, Millie, Lori, Connie Brown. Hello, Kathy, Rachel, LaFrance, Susan, Joel, Louise, Five Paces, Linda, Sharon, Jeanette, Katie Moonchild, Noel. Hey, how you doing? LaFrance, Lindsay. Let's see, Donna, Maureen. My sister's here, Yoda, Miss J, Yoda, no jodas. Oh, the sound is good. Okay, thank you, Donna. Yeah, because the StreamYard just wasn't picking up my microphone again for some weird reason. I'm doing okay, Noel. Doing okay. Thank you, Shirley and Jennifer. Hello, Alicia. Oh yeah, Connie, I think you're gonna like this one. Mindset Lorraine. Hello. Everybody saying hi to Yoda. She's in the house. Hi, Sequoia. And Donna Young. Let's see here. I don't have a son, Lindsay. I don't have any kids, unless you're talking about my dog Moose, which he's doing okay. I just got my notification. Let's see that I'm live. The question cards, I don't understand what you're saying, Connie. Hi, Lori Kettle. Hi, Sandra. She's in New York City. LaFrance. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, AQ. I'm not doing personal readings, Ave Marie. No personal readings. Hi, Selfish Wing. Oh, the question. No, I don't have the question cards. I don't have those. I was eyeballing them too. Oh, Noel's in the middle of a move. Is Johnny here? Did I miss Johnny? I'm seeing Maureen saying hi to Johnny, but did I miss somebody? Oh, I'm going to get into that here in just a second, Shirley. Hi, Spiritual Seeker. Hi, Lorena and Eliza. What am I doing today, Yoda? I don't know. I thought I'd answer a couple of quick questions off of the Twitter because, there's a couple of things that happened today. This system is new to me. I was studying it a little bit yesterday. I'm still, it seems pretty straightforward and fairly easy, but, as with anything, it takes time and practice. So we'll see. We'll see how I do because I did quite a few readings on this yesterday. Nothing political, no yes, no questions. Just general stuff that I was doing. Hi, Peggy Thompson and Shandor and Five Paces and Eloise. Is Johnny here? Did I miss Johnny in the chat? Hi, Vicky. So I think I've said hello to everyone here. Oh, he was here for a second. Oh, okay. I think I've said hello to everyone. Oh, there he is. Okay, Johnny's multitasking. Oh, Ian's here. Hi, Ian. And Jay Cat Lady and Catherine Bush. So I wanted to let you guys know this system here that I'm introducing today on my channel is the Curiosi-Tea. It says it right there in the title of the video. This was sent to me from Tea with Karin, Karin over at Tea with Karin. She's the one that does the charm mats. Oh, thank you, Rose. That's so incredibly kind. She's the one that makes the charm mat that I have when I cast charms, and she also does the Lenormand teacups, the teacups with the symbols inside. She has a channel here on YouTube. It is called Tea with Karin. I've linked everything in the description box below in the video. And she sent me this for me to use on my videos. So I did not purchase these items. They were sent to me by Tea with Karin. So I just wanted to make sure to disclose that information. And this is a system that she developed herself. So this is, I believe she has this copyrighted. This is hers. She owns the rights to it. And it's pretty cool because instead of using a large system like the Tarot, that's 78 cards, or Lenormand, which is 36 here, we're only dealing with 18. So the way that she has developed this is an entire kit that she sent me. This is everything that comes with it. And I do believe that these mats are available in, I think, 3 different options. She sent me the really colorful one because that's the one that she likes. So she sent me this one. I do believe she may have one that's a little bit more like pastel, softer colors. And I believe that she has one as well that is her steampunk. I know that her steampunk received a lot of awards. I believe over in Australia and in the UK. So she develops her own card reading systems. She makes her own teacups, her own charms. So I thought I would share this with you guys today. And she has quite a few videos over on her channel where she does weekly readings using the Curiosi-Tea tea system. Again, I've linked all of her information in the description box of this video. Her Etsy shop where you can purchase this for review or purchase this, I believe it's $58. The system will come with the mat. And then you have 18 cards here that correspond to the mat. So for instance, here we have the cane, and you can see here it's got a blue teacup. And then down here, I don't know if my camera's picking this up. You have the cane. So this system comes with the mat, the cards. You get 3 little dice here, and we'll get into how this is used here that come with the system. And then you have corresponding charms for each card and each. Hey, thank you, Peggy. This cloth right here, Johnny, no, it's like the same material as the mat. So it's like the same material as like a mouse pad, just like the same kind of rubbery, stretchy sort of mouse pad material. Oh, hey, Kate. So yeah, let me go over this really quick for you. For those of you guys that have been watching me for a while, and when we do grand tableaus, you know that I use the housing systems, which, yeah, it's like a foamy mouse pad sort of, material, just like Ona was saying. when I do grand tableaus, I do use the housing system, which it would be the same as if you were to take the Lenormands and put them in sequential order 1 through 36. This right here makes it a lot easier because, again, you're only dealing with 18 cards and everything is color coded. On this top row, we see the tower, the cross, the ship, the horseshoe, the camel, and the bats. I don't know if my camera's going to pick this up, but here you're going to see a little teacup, and they're all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way across, and it's color coded red. That's your top row. Your second row, you have the spider, the baby carriage, the heart, the sword, the house, and the scales. And this second row here is color coded as well. This one is green. And then the bottom row, you have the cane, the stars, the ladder, the key, the goblets, and money. And this bottom row is color coded blue. So it makes it really, really easy when you're following the cards around, because like I said, the way that the cards are numbered, it's the same corresponding number and color on the mat. So it's easier to follow around. So let's say you flip over this card first. You have the cane house on number 1. Say you get it here. You would go to number 4, green. So we'll go over that. It's really easy. It's all color coded. It's only 18. There's not much to learn here. And then, like I said, you get the matching charms. So camel. I don't know if my camera's going to pick this up. A little camel for the camel house. You have the scales. You have a ship. You have the ladder. The house. So this is a very small kit of 18 charms that correspond with the 18 cards, which correspond with the 18 placements of the mat. And you also get 3 tiny cute little dice to go with this. So when you're opening up your read, what I did, since I was studying, and you guys know I'm a stickler for studying stuff, I went ahead and put everything on, what is this? These little cards. What are these things called? I can't think. Flashcards. So I labeled it Curiosity. And then since this top row is red, I did it with a red pen, and I put tower, and then everything that's positive and negative. And I did this for each single one, and this is what I was studying off of yesterday. But when you get this kit, again, you get the mat, the cards, the charms, the dice, and it also comes with a book. Inside of this instructional book, there's a QR code right here, as well as her website. This QR code, if you scan it, it'll take you to her YouTube video that will show you how to read or use the system. But in the booklet, you know, she's got the contents here. You know, she's got it separated into the red cards, the green cards, and the blue cards, and it tells you what each one means. It'll go through all 18 cards. And then when you get to the back, it has topic cards for each subject. So if you're looking at employment and career, you would look at the tower. If you're looking at, like, say, relationships and love, you would look at the heart. If you were looking at money, you would want to look at money. If you're looking to see about social gatherings, you would look at the goblets. And then, so there's a quick little reference there for you. And then here she has this, you know, instructions on how to go about chaining the houses together and using the cards to get a reading. Now, the one thing I did, she had made a video, a private video, and she sent it to me. And the one thing that she did say is that once you finish following the chain, stop. So, hey, Lucienne. So for instance, let's say I did a throw and the chain was only 3 cards. So let's say I went from the back to the heart to the keys and back to the hat. That's it. That's it. I stopped there. I don't keep opening up spreads that are on here because I'm just going to confuse myself. So let's have a go at this. Hopefully, knock on wood, I studied enough. We'll see. We'll see how I do. But from what I did when I did this yesterday, I had loads of fun. It's just short, quick, to the point, pretty direct. So it was a lot of fun. So I was kind of curious. I didn't really take any notes about what's going on today in the news. I did see that there was this whole thing on Twitter that was trending that Donald Trump had someone pay, he paid someone to take his SATs for him. Apparently that's one of the claims, and in his niece's book that's coming out, Mary's book. The only other thing I saw other than that was that he has officially pulled the United States out of the WHO. So I don't really have too many questions. Excuse me. So what do you guys want me to read on so we can take this thing out for a test drive on a live and so I can show you guys how easy this is? I'm not surprised, Connie. I mean, I'm not surprised. He's that much of a sleaze. So let's see. What do you guys want me to read on? And I'm not sure how this thing functions with yes, no questions. I can try. Let's see. Yeah, Diane, I'm not sure how to do yes, no questions on this just yet. So, you know what? I'll give it a go. Will the Supreme Court rule to release Trump's taxes? Will the Supreme Court rule that Trump must release his taxes to New York? Will the Supreme Court rule that Trump must release his taxes to New York? I'll look at yours next, Yoda. Oh man, you know what? I'm such a dingbat. Hold on. I didn't think to bring a notebook to write down questions. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. So Yoda's question was, does Ghislaine have tapes? And I believe Johnny wanted to know, Johnny, can you please repost your question? What's the niece's angle for releasing the book? Thank you, Johnny. Okay. Next big scandal for 45 administration. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I have like 4 questions. And you know what? Now that I wrote all those down, I forgot what I was asking. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, you know what? I forgot what question I was asking you guys. So I'm going to, about Trump's taxes. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys this. And once we get an answer here, I'm going to pull some Lenormand. I'm going to use both systems today. Okay, so will the Supreme Court rule in favor of Trump releasing his taxes to New York? Will the Supreme Court decide that Donald Trump must hand over his taxes to the Supreme Court? Will the Supreme Court decide that Donald Trump must turn over his taxes to New York? Supreme Court rule in favor of Donald Trump releasing his taxes to the state of New York. Will the Supreme Court rule that Trump must release his taxes to New York? Will they rule that he must release his taxes to New York? Will they rule that he must release his taxes to New York? Okay, so what you want to do is you just put the cards randomly wherever you want on the houses, okay? Now I know what that one is. Okay. So now we have, I'm a messy putter downer here. So we have all the cards down on the houses here. Okay. So then we go to, there's two different ways to do this. You can roll the dice, which is the first way I'm going to show you, or you can go here and close your eyes and pick a charm. Whatever charm you get, you go to that house and flip the cards. So we're going to start with the dice. Will the Supreme Court rule that Donald Trump must release his taxes to the state of New York? Okay, so here we have, let's see here, 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 6, another 6, and a 3. That's 15. Okay, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's the first card we're going to pull up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Down here, we have the heart in the house of ladder. Okay, so the heart is talking about something that he's passionate about. It has to do with his feelings and his emotions. Something that is a very, very, very cherished possession of his. In the house of the ladder, this is talking about his success, rising up, his advancement and promotion. So it's something that is a cherished possession of his, that shows a rise up, a promotion and elevation. Okay. So from here we go to green number 3. The green is the middle row. So we count 1, 2, 3, green number 3. You see the heart there, green number 3. We flip, we get the camel. Camel is red number 5. So far we have a cherished possession of his that has given him advancement, a promotion, has helped him climb up the ladder, which he has been very passionately protecting and has been very, very, what do you call this? He's shown a lot of perseverance and endurance and keeping that situation secret. So we go to red number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our top row is the red. We flip that over. Boom, there's your money. He's been very perseverant about something that he cherishes, but persistent about his money, the abundance of his money, his business, something that is multiples. It's his wealth. Okay. We see that money is blue number 6. This is our blue row down here. We flip number 6. Boom. He's going to be burdened. We have the cross on the money card. The cross is something that is faded. It is your religious beliefs. It is also in regards to destiny and cultural beliefs. But in this essence, and since landing on the house of abundance and money, I'm going to be saying that he's going to be burdened. There's going to be a lot of suffering and pain. A lot of headaches for him in regards to his money, the decision that ultimately comes down. We have the cross here is red number 2. We go back to our top row, which is our red row. Here's number 2. Boom, we get the cane. The cane is in regards to someone that gives you support. It is someone that is wiser, someone that has good advice, someone that has wisdom and is loyal and supportive. The decision that comes down is going to be a wise decision that's going to cause him some suffering and pain in regards to his money, finances, and business. We see here that the cane is blue number 1. We go down to blue number 1, which is right here. We flip it, boom. There's card number 3. Red number 3 which is the ship. In the T card system, the ship, it could be talking about travel, but in this instance, this is talking about business. This would be your card of entrepreneur, somebody that owns their own business. So whatever the decision that comes down from that person is going to be difficult for him in his business. You have the ship, which is red number 3. We go back up here to the red row, 1, 2, 3. And we get the sword. The sword is, I kind of think of it same as the scythe in Lenormand, something that's very quick, sudden, sharp. Okay, it's going to be a very bad decision for him. He's going to be suffering here. Very bad for him when that decision comes through. It's going to be very swift. Okay, we see that what is this? The sword is green number 4. This is our green column here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the tower. The tower has to do with institutions. This would be your courts, your public places. It could probably be a literal tower. This is career. This is your promotions in your career, public places, government institutions. The decision is going to come through a government institution. We see here that this is red number 1. We go up here to red number 1, which is in this position. We get the star. The star has to do with something that happens very, very quickly. It is also in regards to a lighted pathway and rapid movement. So when this decision is going to come down really, really rapidly, we go to the blue. You can see here the star is blue number 2. We go down to our blue row. Blue number 2 is here. Goblets. The goblets is talking about social gatherings and parties, okay? Celebrations as well. Goblets is number 5 in the blue. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spider. The spider is green number 1. Spider is talking about creativity. It's talking about also what am I going to say? The someone that is a high achiever, also weaving quite possibly the spider web, okay? Of just really bad stuff that he's been doing with his money. And this is also the card that deals with a mature woman. So there might be a mature woman there that is very stern in her decision. An older woman, perhaps RBG, that's part of this small gathering of people that is very stern, makes a very swift decision. And this is going to lead to, I mean, they're going to have to get a little bit creative, but it's going to hurt him eventually. And then we see here that the spider is green number 1. This is our green row. She is going to be the key. We have the keys on the House of Spider. The way that this woman presents the argument and how she defends it in the courts brings the success. She's the one that makes the really good argument. And she's going to be a key player here. She's the one that's going to open the door for it. We see that the keys is green or blue number 4. We go down to our blue, which is right here, blue number 4, bats. The bats is talking about someone that is a really good problem solver, also someone that can see what's coming, okay? And it's going to be her. She is going to put up a really good argument about if you rule it this way, this is what's going to happen. This is the precedent that you're setting down the road, you know, and perhaps talking about the importance of the courts here, the importance of the courts for this ruling. And then we follow the bats, red number 6. This is number 6 in the red row, house. This is family. This is property. This, I mean, in this instant could quite possibly be the House of Representatives, okay? They're going to have to be smart and get a little bit creative and see what's coming their way. We go to green number 5, which is, this is our green row. Number 5 is here. There's going to be something new coming up for the House. We're going to have to look for a new beginning. Baby carriage is green number 2. We go here to our green row, number 2 right here. They're going to get lucky, or they're hoping to get lucky. This is, the horseshoe is something that acts very quickly, but it brings good luck. Also money that is brought to the family through marriage. Okay, also a younger male. So this may have something to do, since it's the horseshoe in the house of child, perhaps one of his children, a younger male. So either Don Jr. or Eric or Baron, one of those, perhaps all 3, that have been lucky in the family to get the money, and getting very creative on how the money gets dispersed. Okay, so we have the horseshoe, which is red number 4. We go up here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on our red row. And we have the scales. The scales has to do with justice. It has to do with balance, legal, contracts, anything to do with the legal system. The luck, and then, wow. I would say we have the cross or the ladder back on the scales here. Yes, the Supreme Court decision, the way that I phrased the question was, will the Supreme Court rule that he has to release his taxes to the state of New York? It's looking like yes, and he's going to be very, very, very burdened by it, okay? Particularly with the horseshoe here, this is a younger man. So like I was saying, or a younger man, and it's also in the house of child, or the baby carriage. So I would say perhaps something to do with younger males in the family. Hey, Pam, thank you so much. Younger men in the family. So I'm not sure if that's Eric or Junior or Baron or perhaps all three of them they've been getting creative in that sense on how they stabilize it and hide the money. So this is where the charms come in. So I want to look here, because here it's saying that they've been persevering with their money, and here it's saying that their money is going to be punished. So let's look at how the money is going to be punished. Again, someone that maybe, we have here the spider web, we have the baby carriage, and we have the heart. So it could be a child that he loves, or a child that loves him. It could be a child that is perhaps a cherished possession, but they have been weaving a web on the money. So I'm thinking the children here, the children in the family, there might be some legal jeopardy for them there. Let's look at the tower, because this is the courts. This is anything that is legal. Yep, he has hidden funds all over the kids and grandkids. Exactly, Ona. It's the children. The tower here is your career. It's public buildings. So this would be like your courts. Okay. So, and that landed in the house of the sword, which is a swift decision. Also a swift decision that cuts. Okay. So let's look here. Let's get some more clarity on that. We have the scales, which is, this is anything that is legal, contracts, justice. Justice makes a swift decision that causes a lot of pain and burden and suffering for him. Okay, so yes, he will have to turn it over to the state of New York. Let's look at the scales here, because this is talking about justice, and we have it on the horseshoe. This is a quick win. Also something to do quite possibly with the younger man, and it's very fast acting. Again, someone that has been persistent and has shown endurance, but then again, there's that swift decision that is dangerous. He's gonna lose. Let's look at, I want to see more about this one, because in this system, she's saying that the little book is saying that the spider has to do with being creative and adaptable. Perseverance, someone that is a high achiever, someone that is rebuilding something. It also has to do with weaving magic, and a mature female. So thank you, Peggy Thompson. You are so sweet and kind. Oh, hi, Jan Breck. So simply because of that, I'm thinking like, oh, what a web they've woven, right? And if you look here, I know that this is not a visual system, but if you look here, I'm wondering if my camera is going to pick this up. This is a black widow. What a better way to describe these people, right? Black widows. So let's take a look here. This, and it's a web that they've woven also within their social circle or at gatherings. Because this has to do with gatherings, this may also have, and we have the goblet back on the star and then back on the tower. So this also could be talking about social gatherings within the family and the webs that they've woven to hide money, how they've creatively made webs of money, okay, through social networks, gatherings, quite possibly Trump Org, Trump University, any other organization that they may have had that we yet haven't heard about. So let's take a look at also, with this being an older female, she's got the keys here. I'm wondering if this is also in regards to his sister. So let's see. Again, the camel, perseverance, endurance, being persistent. Hey, Debbie Ann, thank you. The spider web on the spider web, being creative, weaving a web. And then the key. If this spider web is being literal, this is an older woman. I believe his sister, who was the older woman, had been around for a very long time, and she was quite persistent and, you know, had a lot of endurance in what she did with her career. And she was a very significant person who held the keys and opened doors. I'm wondering if his sister, the one that was the judge, is going to be a key figure, because we have the camel, the spider on the card of spider, and the key. This is someone that worked very, 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 very hard, who was a key important person, and she's an older woman. So I'm wondering if this is in regards to his sister. She might get into some trouble. Let's see what the keys here. And remember, we got the key. The key goes back to the spider web. So let's see if we can get a little bit more detail on who the spider person is. We have the horseshoe, opportunity, luck, good fortune. Let me see what else. Quite possibly a younger male, good luck, and it's also money that has entered through to the family through marriage. Okay. We have the cross, which is something that is faded, also burdens, guilt, pain, suffering. And then again, the key on the house of key. There might be something here with a key woman, perhaps one of his sisters. Hey, Ian, thank you. And a younger man that puts them in a lot of trouble. I want to look at the ship also, because that's to do with his business. Also, who was advising him in his business, because we have the ship in the house of the cane. So, and the cane is support, wisdom, of a good friend that could advise you on certain things. So there was someone around him that was advising him. And I tend to see the cane as an older man too. So this, you know, his father. So here we have the shooting star, which is, I mean, it could be celebrity. It could be in regards to something that happens very quickly, rapid movement, something that you're very passionate about, a very lighted pathway. So this would be someone that is privileged with, I don't know if my camera is going to pick that up, money. We got the money charm on the ship house and the house. How his father advised him on business for family money. This is going to go way, 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 way back. And they've gotten creative with an older woman as well to hide it. Let's look at the sword here on the house of ship, because this has to do with the decisions that were made in regards to his business. So let's see here. We have the ladder, which is going up, reaching success, watching where you step, but it's talking about going from the top to, or from the bottom to the top. So this is a progression. Money here, money that is in a web. There it is again, money in a web. The web of money is going to be very important. Yes, they're going to figure, it might take time, and they're going to have to be very persistent. This is not something that's going to happen swiftly once that decision is made, because there's this whole mess to go through. This entire mess, this entire web to go through to get it. But from this, even though we had to go through the entire chain of houses, it looks like, yes, the decision is going to come down that he does have to release it to the state of New York. Okay, so let's see, that was one example that took us through the entire chain. I did some yesterday that didn't take me through the entire chain. It was only like 4 or 5 chains long. So let's see if we can get another reading here. I know that Yoda had a question. I feel fairly comfortable with that one where I don't feel the need to pull out Lenormand on it. I think that was pretty straightforward. Okay, let me shuffle these really good because this is like, again, a tiny little system. We're only working with 18 cards here. So let's see. How's everybody doing? Is this making sense to everyone? Or am I confusing the majority of you? Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Allison. Okay, T, you're catching it? Okay, good, good. Marianne Trump. Peggy, is Marianne the sister, the one that was the judge? Because there's a really important woman that keeps showing up that's older that had access to public buildings and government buildings. So that might be his sister. Ona saying it makes sense. Okay. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't confusing anyone. Hi, Michael. That I wasn't confusing anyone here. It's just easier to do if you just remember that this top row is red, middle row is green, bottom row is blue. It's super easy to follow instead of, you know, trying to memorize 36 cards and then chaining everything together. It's just it's a really neat little system that she's got here. Marianne was the sister, the judge. Yeah, she was showing up very prominently as someone that was helping to perhaps help create the web. But it looks like the entire family is in that web, and it was all taught to them by an important older man in the family that had to do with money. So that's his father. So that's probably where they learned all the nasty crap from. Okay, let's see. And she was appointed as a judge in New Jersey by Clinton. Go figure. Let's see here. Okay, one last time I'm going to do this so that I don't... Again, I'm working with such a tiny, tiny little system that I just try to be as thorough as possible because it's only 18 cards. And look at how tiny and cute these are. I mean, it fits in the palm of my hand. Super, super cute. So, okay, this one is for Yoda, my sister that's in the chat. She wanted to know, does Ghislaine have tapes? I saw something on Twitter about, hi, Susan B., how are you? Oh, Susan, this is a system that was sent to me by Karen from Tea with Karin. She has a channel here on YouTube. I've linked her down below. She runs an Etsy shop as well, Tea with Karin. And this is her Curiosi-Tea system that she sent me. So I'm just demoing it here for everyone. Okay, let's see. Does Ghislaine have tapes? Does Ghislaine Maxwell 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 have tapes? Okay, so we can go back to the dice here. Oh, I also wanted to make a public service announcement as soon as I get done rolling the dice. Okay, public service announcement. We just received an email today from YouTube. Sometime this month, they're going to be putting midstream ads on our videos. I'm going to try to keep an eye out for that. As soon as they do it, I'm going to disable it, because there's nothing that aggravates me more than watching a YouTube video and the person is in the middle of a sentence and then boom, what do you know? You get 2 ads back to back and you completely lose your train of thought. And then the only way to get a consistent video is to rewatch it again. So I need to go back and check the email of when they're going to do that. And as soon as they do, I'm going to try to disable it, because that would annoy me. And as soon as somebody has that on their video, I click off because I think it's annoying. So I don't want to do that to you guys just because it annoys me. I'm sure it will annoy some of you. So FYI, I'm not doing it. It's YouTube. As soon as that happens, I'll take it down. Okay, so we have 9 and 6. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, we're starting on card number 15. No, right? Yeah, 15. So here's card number 15. We are opening up in the house with the baby. House with child. So the house has to do with your home base, your property, the child, new beginning, something new, quite possibly literally talking about pregnancies and or a child. Okay. We follow this to green number 2. We're on the green row. 1, 2 over here. Boom. Goblets. Social gatherings. Okay. Social gatherings. This is also talking about whining and dining people. Whining and dining younger people here at social gatherings. Let's go to blue number 5, which is down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sword. The sword has to do with quick, sudden, swift, hurtful decisions and nasty words being said at social gatherings. Okay. Green number 4, right here. That is painful and can be used to punish. We go to red number 2. That has to do with affairs, love, passion, also a cherished possession. Green number 3. Oops. Bats. The bats is talking about well, being a little bit creative. Also has something to do with health too, like you're having to look after your health and well-being, but it's someone that is a good problem solver, also someone that has to keep their eyes and ears open, always watching. Okay. And then that's the end of it, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we have finished the chain. So as you can see here, this is a perfect example of how we finished the chain and we didn't have to flip over all of the cards. So our answer is right here. I would say that she does. There is something that happened at home in that property with smaller people at social gatherings. Some nasty words were said. Something that could have caused a lot of arguments and something that could have been used to make people make hasty decisions. This is something that could have been used to punish and cause pain and suffering. Pain and suffering because of affairs that were being had, as well as a very painful possession, if that makes any sense. Always keeping an eye out and always listening in at home in the property. I would say that that's a yes. Let's look at If this is not just at the house, it could have been certain rooms in that house where someone may have been listening in. If you think about it, bats, they navigate using sound. Oh crap, I should have started here. Well, I screwed that up, didn't I? I started here. I should have started here. Okay. We'll do this one again. For some reason, I said 15 and I started on this one. I totally miscounted, but whatever. Bats use sound, so their eyesight is not very good. So there might be not just tapes, videotapes, perhaps in certain rooms, but also quite possibly audio recordings. And I'm only saying that because of how the how bats navigate with sound. Okay, so perhaps also audio recordings as well. Let's take a look at the house here. We have the ladder, success, climbing up. Dangerous, swift, sudden decisions at social gatherings at home while people were listening in. Okay. Let's look at the child. Again, climbing up the ladder at social gatherings. So this is gatherings of higher up elites, people that are up the chain here. Okay, for passion and affairs and love. Let's look at the cross. Quick, sudden luck, money that comes in through relationships and marriage. At the home and property, swift, sudden decisions and punishment for small people. I would say yes. I would say yes, but it's like I'm getting. Let me pull out the Lenormand. I'm getting the sense that it's more to do with audio, things that were said. Does Ghislaine have tapes? Does Ghislaine have tapes? Does Ghislaine have videotapes? Does Ghislaine have videotapes? That's a yes. Does Ghislaine have videotapes? Does Ghislaine have videotapes? Does Ghislaine have videotapes? Yeah, she does. Positive, neutral, positive. This is something that is used for marketing as well as your career and your reputation. Here's that home and family, perhaps the properties where they were at, and perhaps quite a bit of drinking, but also payments and money. I want to take a look at the bat here because let me see. Does she have audio recordings? 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 It looks like there is something permanent that sticks that has to do with messages about addictions and activity of the pleasurable kind. And this would perhaps be some sort of a transcript as well with the letter here. So it's looking like perhaps audio and video. So I'm going to redo this one again because I ended it, or I started it in the wrong thing, but maybe it was meant to be that way. I'll come back to it and read it again in a minute. So this one is for Johnny. our lovely little Johnny, Tarot's apprentice, he wanted to know, what is Marie's motivation for releasing the book? So, what is Marie's motivation for releasing the book? 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 Sorry, you guys. Got butterfingers today. What is Marie's motivation? What is Marie's motivation? And there's also stable records of the abuse itself with the anchor, the letter, and the whip. Stable records of abuse. So that could be flight logs, that could be voicemails, that could be letters that were written, any sort of written document, but there's recorded evidence of the abuse. So I would say audio and video. Sorry, T-Barb. What's Mary's motivation for releasing the book? What's Mary's motivation for releasing the book? What's Mary's motivation for releasing the book? What is Mary Trump's motivation for releasing the book? What is Mary Trump's motivation for releasing the book? What is Mary Trump's motivation for releasing the book? Okay, you know what? Let's do it with the charms here. I'm going to pull out one charm. And we have the horseshoe. Where is the horseshoe? Okay. That's the one that we're going to pull out first. Hold on. I don't even know where the horseshoe is, you guys. Okay, horseshoe is up here. It is red number 4. So we're going to go horseshoe, boom. Justice. She wants to get lucky for justice. There is something here in regards to anything that's legal, contracts, agreements, the law. She wants to see justice and an opportunity to get lucky with swift justice here. Almost like karmic too. Let's see, we go to green number 6, which is here. For her, for something that happened to her, perhaps when she was a child, perhaps to do with a new beginning for her as well here. She's looking for an opportunity for justice and new opportunity, or quite possibly something to do with something that happened to her when she was a child. So perhaps her as a child, if she has children, perhaps for her children. We have the baby carriage is green number 2. We're on the green row. We go to card position number 2. Boom, bats. She is, let me see here. She's being a good problem solver about how she goes about this. And it also has to do with quite possibly with on the negative aspect. The bats is has to do with something that is an illness, addictions, something that is toxic or poison. Okay, and it could also, in its negative aspect, could also have to do with shadows from your past. So perhaps something very toxic around her family, perhaps due to an illness or something like that in the family. From when she was a child, but she's being a really good problem solver on this one. We go to red 6, which is up here. And there we have the your career card. This is also talking about large buildings and public places. So there may be something there in that book as well about Trump Tower, Trump Towers, Trump Hotels, Trump Casinos. large buildings and public places. But as far as her motivation, this is something where this woman had to be very, 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 very smart about what she's going to be doing for her career. There's good fortune here for her, as well as promotion and success for her. Okay, so it's almost like it's almost like she's looking for justice finally. Okay, we go to red number 1, which is the Tower. Red number 1 is over here. Camel. This is something that she's had to persevere and endure and sort of carry this hardship, this baggage with her for so long, that she figures, hey, it's time to let the cat out of the bag, be the shining star, be a source of hope for others that, you know, they're, I'm not going to go as far as saying she wants to single-handedly take him down, but so far from this, it looks like she wants justice served, finally. It looks like she may feel like this person has had too much of a, I can't really say good fortune, because it's almost like, how could it be good fortune and luck when everything he's done has been through manipulative means, you know? So we go to blue number 2, which is down here. This is something that she's quite passionate about. Green number 3. There's business. Passionate about business and business ventures. That had to do with the family's business ventures. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the spider web of caca that the family has sown that punished her. Okay, red number 2. Out of money. And an opportunity or quick luck here, also a younger man. Where's red? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, she's looking for luck. She's looking for luck here. So there's a lot going on here. It's almost like she wants justice served. There's money coming in for her. Good luck with money here. There's good luck with money here, because she was pained and she suffered out of it. So it's and she got quite creative too about how she was dealing with the pain and the suffering. So it's almost like, don't get me wrong, there's a part of it that she's in it for money, but there's another part of her that wants to see him punished. And rightfully so, because she feels that she has been burdened and carrying the load and gotten cheated out, you know, by the family, out of the family business here, family and then business. And she feels that she'll get lucky with the justice system. Karmic. There's a part of it that it's almost like it's karmic for her. Getting your just desserts for everything that you've done, because you basically manipulated, cheated, created a web to get where you are today. It's almost like she feels he didn't earn what he did. Well, he didn't. So, but make no mistake, there's also an element to this where she's looking to get lucky with money and abundance. Let's take a look here at this spider and see what this is about, because you have the spider in the house. So the house is your home, your property, your family, your security system, those closest to you. And the spider, it's talking about being creative, but it's also talking about, on its negative aspect, how the entire family itself is quite toxic, manipulative, conniving, you know, just a toxic family here. Very toxic, very manipulative family. So, and this is something that she's had to endure and persevere and carry the heavy load and the baggage. But there's also a person around her, perhaps an older woman here with the spider, that has been persevering and helping her and giving her support and wisdom on how to move forward. Let's look at the money here because she's looking to get lucky with money. Let's see. I just drew those two. Again, we have the camel and the cane. So again, a person that has been advising her, that has been very persistent, and the advice has been coming, and it's someone that is loved and cherished. Someone that has been advising her and telling her to be perseverant, but there's an opportunity and good luck with money here. Also, how money comes into the family through marriage. Okay. So let's see here. The important thing here with business, and the ship here is business on the heart, a cherished possession that is his business, and it has to do with important money here. There's a part of it that it's almost like justice. She wants justice to be served. For all the wrongs and how manipulative and toxic this family is, and how toxic they were to her as a child as well. The kind of toxic environment she grew up in when she was a child, how she had to be very, very intelligent and smart and kind of navigate through everything. Perhaps her visiting the courts as well, because of an illness in the family here, something toxic, something that may have put a lot of pain and suffering on people. But do not in any way think that she's not in it for money too, because there's luck with money here. Okay. So, I mean, you know, maybe that's her just getting her just desserts, because they did screw her out of what was rightfully hers, out of the family inheritance. So, you know, I don't think that she's going in here being a martyr. I think she's, based on this, it looks like she's wanting justice, and she wants what was rightfully hers, which, you know, it is, girl. It is. Okay. Let's see. How long have I been on? Been on for an hour. Okay. Yep, Johnny, don't blame her. She can do a free interview or a paid book. I say you go after the paid book. They screwed you out of your whole inheritance. You know, they screwed that girl. Like, you know, I mean, and to think he did it to his own family. Like, she has a lot to say about the toxicity of the family with the spider on the house, and the web of that toxicity, how nasty it is, how it grows, and, you know, but yeah, there's money too. Okay, so let's look here. What is the next big scandal? What is the next big scandal for the Trump administration? What is the next big scandal for the Trump administration? What is the next big scandal for the Trump administration? What is the next big scandal for the Trump administration? Okay. All right, let's go this way. Next big scandal for the Trump administration. Okay, 666. 666. Look at that. 6, 6, 6, 666. Satan's coming for you. Actually, I don't believe in Satan. I don't believe that 666 is a bad number at all. But we got 666s here. So we're going to go to 18. Ooh, the next big scandal has to do with money and people climbing the social ladder. The money card is about your wealth, your ambitions, multiples, and abundance. And then with the With the ladder here, this is talking about success, rising up, careful steps forward. It has to do with your safety, your advancement, and promotion, okay? So this has to do, it looks like the next big scandal, we're going to have to see how this goes, revolves around money and those at the top getting more money. The rising, the elevation of money, enlightenment of money, and promotion. So this may be something about his taxes, or it could just be about money. Okay, so let's see where this goes. Number 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the end of the reading right there. The next big thing around the scandal, we have the money in the house of ladder, ladder in the house of money. These two are marrying. That's the end of the reading. That's it, finito. Okay, so it has to do with money, 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 money. So this, I think this would be a perfect opportunity to ask the Lenormand, because this right here, that's the reading right there, done. In a negative aspect, this has to do with bills, debts, greed, financial difficulties, okay? In the negative aspect, the ladder has to do about watching your step and being strategic about how you position yourself. Also setbacks, okay? So this could be about money setbacks. This could be about debts, huge debts, debts that are climbing up. I don't know if this is in regards to the exactly, Johnny, quite possibly the PPP loans, giving it to people that don't deserve it. People at the top of the ladder are getting a bunch of free money. This could be in regards to his taxes. This could be in regards to the economy here in the United States, where there's huge loads of debts and bills, and we're in the middle of a pandemic and nobody is, that we have a bunch of people unemployed, but the money's going to corporations and not people that need it. So let's see here. There we got the camel. Persistence and perseverance, carrying a load, being pressured, having baggage, financial baggage. In this instance, it's being baggaged with perhaps aspirations to reach the top. Here is your burden, your guilt, your suffering. And then we got the ladder on the ladder. So it has to do with, let me see here. How do I piece this together? It's going to be around difficulties for people rising up or those already at the top. Okay. Let me see here. What do we get on the money card? Yeah, they're giving the PPP loans to mega churches. You know what else I saw on the Twitter today? You know who else got a PPP loan? Kanye West. Kanye West, who's worth almost $1 billion, received the PPP. Freaking Kanye West, the clown that's claiming to be running for president, just received a PPP loan. But then you have the Senate saying that, nope, you can't give any more money to unemployment or increase unemployment benefits or extend it because it's going to make people lazy. But here you have Kanye West, a freaking billionaire, collecting a PPP loan. Yeah, here we go. The spider web, the toxicity of the people that are in the social circle of the wealthy are the ones that are getting lucky. That looks like it's going to be the next scandal, so quite possibly PPP. So how should I word this for the Lenormand? Because that was the end of this reading. The next big scandal for the Trump administration and money. I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Yeah, Kushner got PPP. I read something today that Pelosi's husband got a PPP loan, which they're worth over millions and millions and millions of dollars. Why the hell the rich need PPP loans is freaking beyond me. And And there's finances that just popped out. So I need to figure out how to word this. Will the next big scandal be in regards to the PPP loans? Will the next big scandal be in regards to the PPP loans? Will the next... Also, we had the camel that landed here on the ladder. The camel and something else. The camel is someone that's carrying the load, carrying the burden, someone that has all the baggage. So this may be also talking about the people that are emotionally, like, or not emotionally, but financially freaking scrapped right now, carrying the load. So let's see. Let's see. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation that's going to be the next big scandal. Tell me more about this money situation. Okay, here's the money card right here. Confusion, uncertainty, big, huge loads of problems here in regards to money and the markets, okay? Receiving the gifts of money, and then criticism, fighting, and then also a pattern, something that is repetitive. It keeps happening over and over and over again, and then boom, here's your big wall of delay. It's looking like this would be our trade, okay? So covering up where the money is going because the money is being gifted, and then boom, the repetition of a big problem again. This could be money that is being given to the higher ups, as the Curiosi-Tea cards are telling us. Yeah, covering up money and abusing and hiding, but they're putting it in a way that it's obscured. So this could be with these two here. This was the end of our reading on the Curiosi-Tea. This could also be talking about the stock market. This is the stock market. So you're bailing out the stock market to prop it up and make it look pretty. Money that looks pretty here, money that is pretty, money that brings you joy, money that is gifted, okay? And then there's a repetition of the problem here, repetition of a delay. This could be in regards to the global, or not really global because it's everybody else got their crap together. But there's nothing here that says money that has left the US. This is money that is here, Sally. Okay, this is money that is here. Also payments that are here, okay? That causes a repetition of a delay and a block and an obstacle. So in regards to the next big scandal being around money, it could be money that's being gifted to the people that don't need it. Also covering up payments that were made as a gift for sex here that was blocked. So look out for that as well. Money that is laundered here, money laundered with these two. Covering up something, confusion here, hesitation about joy that is delayed, okay, or pleasure that is delayed. So we're looking at sexual payments. We are looking at money laundering. If this is in regards to the economy, the money is being gifted for people to abuse and obstruct and delay, so people that don't need it. So it looks like the next big scandal is just all money centered, quite possibly in regards to all that. Sexual payments, money laundering, the economy, people that don't need it getting it. So yeah, that's the end of that reading. Let's see here. So that's the next big scandal. Somebody, I don't know if Johnny wants to look at this later on or somebody wants to keep reading on this later. Let's see. Let's see. Let's look at what will Mary's book reveal. I think we sort of covered that one already in the previous one for the one about the motivation behind her book, but let's see. What will Mary's book reveal? 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 Yeah, you're getting millionaires and billionaires getting bailed out, but Lord forbid a small business owner or somebody that was unemployed because of a pandemic that you refuse to address needs some extra cash. Like, somebody please dumb that down for me, because I don't see how that makes any sense at all. At all. What will Mary's book reveal? What will Mary's book reveal? I doubt Mary's book will have any impact for whoever was asking. I mean, hell, dude, he's already gotten away with killing 130-something thousand Americans. Nobody's lifted a finger. What the hell makes you think a book from his niece is going to change anything, really? I mean, that would just be wishful thinking at this point. He has literally not just shot one person on Fifth Avenue. He has shot 135,000 that are dead. And nobody cares. Okay, what will Mary's book reveal? What will Mary's book reveal? There's 9, 10, 11, 12. So we're looking at 12. Those were hopefully the camera's picking that up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here we go. Important justice. Something very, very, very important that has to do with the legal system, whether that be contracts, agreements, perhaps NDAs, maybe some sort of a contract or agreement that she may have had been under at some point. This has to do with justice, anything to do with the legal system. Anything to do with the legal system, something very important around the legal system. So contracts or whatever. Blue number 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Public buildings, something that she may have had to go to court for, or she may have had about fighting in court. Also public places, quite possibly something to do with maybe a Trump Tower. Red number 1. The family success, the family climbing up to the top, property also that is a public place. So perhaps Trump hotels, Trump casinos, whatever other sort of family property and business he had. We have green number 5, excuse me. Toxic, something toxic in the family again. Let's see here. Something very unpleasant about the family, toxic family, quite possibly something to do with poison or a serious illness. It could also have something to do with the shadows of her family of the past. Okay, green number 5. Where's green? Oh, wait. Oh, red number 6. That has caused her a lot of pain and suffering, a lot of burden. To where she is now, because nobody has been there to help her. Perseverance in the business. Someone that was able to provide them with advice, with wisdom, Also, how the business itself may have been very, 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 very dependent on something from overseas. She's very passionate about something here about passionate loyalties here with the heart in the house of Cain. This could be passionate loyalties, someone that is someone that demands loyalty. How about that? Okay. Green number 3, swift decisions, nasty words that are said, a broken heart as well, with the sword on the heart. And justice, legal contracts. Okay. So it's looking like there may be something really important there in regards to the legal system, the courts, agreements, contracts that were made that are really important. Perhaps how the family has been very dependent and very, very, very resilient on foreign business and or foreign support for their business. A demand for loyalty, and how the family is quite extremely toxic, and her pain and suffering as well through it. So yeah, there's that. So let's look at the perseverance here with the business. Okay, so we got justice. So there's something legal here with the family for an opportunity here, but however, she was cut out of it. She was cut out, and she had legal issues because of it, and she was cut out from the family. Excuse me, let me get a drink of water because I've been talking for like almost 2 hours straight. Okay. Let's look at this pain and suffering here. Pain and suffering to move up, to find success, to climb the ladder here, but she's had some opportunities and she's been lucky. This is something that she's been able to do on her own. What is this house thing? Toxic, problematic money is going to be very, 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 very important. There's going to be something coming up in the courts for them because of that. So perhaps tax evasion or something like that as well. Let's look at this broken heart here because she's got the sword on the heart. Heartbreak. Cain, support, suffering with the cross, something toxic, and why she made the decision to just cut it off, or how she was also cut off, the pain and suffering that she has to deal with, but almost kind of like she has her support here. She has support and people that do love her. She does recognize how toxic these people are, but it's like she's okay with that decision. Let's see here. Let's look at the bat on the house, toxic family. Again, the family is toxic, and there's something really important here around social gatherings in the home. You know, the circle of people. These are the charms that we got. So you have a toxic family, important social gatherings in the family with more toxic people. Okay, the whole circle is toxic, and any social gatherings that they had were toxic. Something important here in public places and their success, also large buildings. So let's see here. There's keys there. The tower lands in the house of keys. So let's see. There's the business. There's the shooting star. So how they got lucky with this thing, that's very important. And it was done through nefarious, toxic means. That bat keeps wanting to come up. So yeah, there's that. And let's see. I figured I would do 2 more because I've been on here. Let's see here. I've been on for an hour and 35. Okay, so let's see if we can take a look at. I know it's on my mind. I'm sure it's been on everybody else's mind. House Resolution 1032. Was it 1032 or 1023? For an official impeachment inquiry into William Barr. I think the House still needs to vote. I think he had the person that put that forward. I forget his name. His initials are S and C. He had 35 people backing him on that bill to officially investigate William Barr under an impeachment hearing. So I want to take a look, you guys, if you don't mind. Let's look at Fred Flintstone for the next month. And I hate to call him Fred Flintstone because Fred Flintstone was kind of nice. This guy's just a schmuck. Oh, thanks, Connie. Yeah, make sure to check out Karin. Well, you follow her because I've seen you comment on her videos, Connie. And, you know, she does it way better than I do. But it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. So, yeah, check her out, Connie. And I wanted to say thank you to Karin for sending this over. That was so incredibly kind. Let's see here. William Barr over the next month. 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 William Barr over the William Barr over the next month. William Barr. All right, let's see what Fred Flintstone's doing. Okay, we got 6 and 6, that's 12, and 3, that's 15. I'm going to make sure I count it this time, you guys, because this is apparently 15. I totally screwed up earlier, and I started where I shouldn't have started. So, 15. Right there. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Woo! What a web he weaves. Look at that. Spider on the ladder. Manipulating. He's moving forward, moving up with manipulating, creating a web, deceiving. God, this guy is such a schmuck. Let's see here. Being persistent, carrying a heavy load. Being very creative about the way that he's doing things, also being toxic. Boom, money. There's money here. There's money. There's abundance, toxic money, toxic abundance. This could be something to do with Trump's taxes as well, or someone around him. Toxic money here. Also listening and hearing to and gathering information about money. Okay. Someone around him is providing him financial support or business support or money support here. There's steadiness here. There's wisdom. It's like a support, kind of like a cane, something that you walk with to give you support. There's moneyed support here. There's a lot of passion in regards to that support. So he's being paid to support. Okay, got it. There's payments being made to him for support. 1, 2, 3. He's going to be getting pretty lucky, perhaps taking a chance. And that's going to blow up in his face. You got the cross in the house of horseshoe here. It's going to be difficult for him to get lucky. So we go to red number 2. With the government, they're going to be making a swift decision. And there is justice. Legal contracts, swift decisions around legal contracts and agreements that are made. A new beginning. And then there's the stepping up and moving in a new direction. And we started here. Somebody, either he's being paid, because this was, I was looking at him for this month. Either there's some toxic money around him because he's got moneyed support here. Either he's being paid to provide support and protect someone passionately and persevere with weaving a nasty, disgusting, toxic web. And he's taken that chance. He's taken that opportunity. Eventually, he's going to pay the price, though. I see some difficulties here with him in regards to whatever chance this is. Also, a swift decision in the government. Swift decision in the government. We got the sword and the in the tower, and the tower right behind it on the House of Cross. I don't know if this is a swift decision. I tend to read the sword in the system much more like the scythe in the Lenormand. Let me see if I can find it. I'm sure you guys are very well aware of what the scythe looks like. The scythe. Okay, I'm going to line this up for you so you see where I'm going. Just so you see where I'm going. Because this is kind of like what we're getting up here. Scythe, tower, cross. Okay? Scythe, tower, cross. Impeachment in the government, and then there's a trial. But this is a decision that's being made. A very swift, sudden decision that's being made in the government for him to be punished and put on trial. And he's going to get lucky to have to go to trial here. Toxicity, manipulating, persevering with his manipulation, interjecting himself, and then something around him that comes up around toxic money. Somebody's paying him for support, dude. Let me ask the Lenormand, because this is much easier, but I'm going to ask, is there an impeachment trial coming up for William Barr over the next month? Is there an impeachment hearing or an impeachment trial? You know, this bat, even though in the Tea system has more to do with being creative and finding solutions to problems, for some reason my brain keeps associating this to the birds. Because again, like the birds, the bats don't have very good vision. So they chipper chapper a lot, you know, so that they can use echolocation to navigate where they're going. So for some reason in my brain, I associate the bats to the birds. So like hearings, because they got to use their voice to be able to hear, speaking, using your voice. So let me see. I'm not saying that that's what she has in her book, but that's how I'm associating it in my head. So let's see here. Let's see. I'll believe it when I see it, but let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Will there be a vote in the government this month to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Will they vote? Will the House vote in favor of Will the House vote in favor of opening up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Will the House vote in favor of opening up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Will the House vote in favor of opening up an impeachment investigation into Barr? Will the House vote to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? There's something new that's delayed in the messaging. There's a delay to the message. There's a block. There's an obstacle. Neutral, neutral, negative. This could be something new that is being delivered because of obstruction. The message is delayed. The message is obstructed here. Let me see. One card, yes or no. One card, yes or no. Is William Barr going to be investigated for impeachment? Is William Barr going to be investigated for impeachment this month? Is William Barr going to be investigated for impeachment over the next month? There's the government. Is William Barr going to be investigated? It's looking like, okay, there's the government. There's something in the public, and then there's him. Neutral, positive, neutral, neutral. There might be something perhaps in a committee in the government where a large body of people gather for him to hear about him. I know that he's supposed to be meeting with Nadler this month. But it's almost like, it's like there's a decision in the government to punish him. Where is the cross is red number 2? Nope, it's not that. This could be punishing his department because there's money here and money that is supported. Money that is supported. Let me see. There's also regret in the government or in the institution. Let me see here. I just asked one card, yes or no, if he would be impeached. I'm getting a yes. So maybe that's what this, and this is with the houses that it's landing on. Because there's a swift decision in the public buildings or someone that is cutting them off. There's something that's being cut off there. Punishment here in that institution, and then not having luck in that institution. Listening, hearing, navigating, listening in on what this person has been doing to persevere. How he's been very, very manipulative, because we got the camel in the house of mice, or in the house of, I'm sorry, in the house of spider. This person has been very, very, very persistent in their manipulations. And he's very passionate about who he's supporting, but there's a new beginning here in the legal system for him. So we'll see. We'll see. I'll have to read this further. But I know that Glenn Kirshner had put out a video the other day. I follow Glenn Kirshner. I watch all of his videos. I know that he did put out a video the other day about an article that he had read in Newsweek that that Bill Barr is working with Donald Trump to basically, when Trump loses, to null and void the election. Now, Glenn Kirshner in that video said that he was going to link the article below. It was not linked in the description box of that video at all. So I went on Twitter to Glenn Kirshner's page and found where people were linking the article that he was referencing. When I went to the article itself, the article at the very, 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 very top of that article says opinion. Okay. So this is not something that is being reported. This is not something that has been vetted. This is not something that is true. the article that he was referencing was an opinion piece. Okay. So I just want to calm everybody down. I'm going to have to do a separate reading on that, simply because that's a whole nother web of stuff to go into. That article was amazing because the person that wrote that opinion piece, basically put it into bullet points of how that plan would work out. Now, we all know Donald Trump is a moron's moron. Like, the guy couldn't find himself out of a wet paper bag if he tried. Okay, so that plotting and that thinking had to come from Barr, not Trump, because Trump's too stupid. So I'm going to have to make a video on that separately to look at that further. I want to go back and reread that article and ask some questions. So yeah. Let's see here. Let me ask it really quick. Yes, this really quick. I'm going to ask, is Jerry Nadler going to impeach Trump? Or is Jerry Nadler going to impeach William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? Is Jerry Nadler going to open up an impeachment investigation into William Barr? They're nervous to vote, or they don't have enough votes. The votes are less. Stuck, dead end, but then there's success here. A permanent ending, a permanent loss, but then there's success here. This is multiple institutions, or an institution that has to make a decision. There's your vote, and then votes that are taken away, votes that are missing, votes that are stolen. They don't have enough. Also, this could be talking about nervousness around the upcoming election here, because there's something around the election that's being stolen here. So I just saw a question. Also, the institution itself could be divided. Y'all need to move on it and do something. You think playing nice with William Barr, you still haven't learned that lesson? I mean, come on now. Janice, my email addresses are listed in the description box of this video. Please message me there. I would also like you guys to know, for anybody that I still need to get back to a bunch of people. I'm still kind of a little bit booked. I only read on the weekends, so I'm a little bit behind. I should be having some time coming up here. And then I got a few people I need to respond to because they've been on hold. So please know that since I only do this on the weekends, I might be, depending on my schedule, I might be a bit booked. So let's see here. Let's look at Mango for the next month, and then I'll close it out here because I'm hungry and I need to get me some food. I'm always hungry. Well, it's 5:30 here. I need to go eat some dinner. Hopefully somebody will go live so we can go hang out at somebody's channel. Let's see here. Thank you, Johnny. You are so kind. Okay. Donald Trump over the next month. Donald Trump over the next month. Donald Trump over the next month. Trump over the next month. Trump next month. Okay, footprints going live in 35 minutes. Perfect. This is going to be my last reading. Donald Trump over the next month. All righty. There's 10, 11, 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's 12. Justice in the courts is coming for you. That's going to be pretty important. Justice, legal systems, and public buildings. Yes, justice in the courts. Climbing to success and higher ground is going to be important for him this month. This is going to be in regards to his business, also something that's going to be revealing stuff about his business, perhaps also business overseas. Something that he's been treasuring and trying to keep very close to his chest. There's going to be some looking around and taking a new perspective and looking into things a little bit closer in regards to those cherished possessions. Something that he has been quite persistent on as well. That has to do with his money. Look at that. And family business. His money, his family, his properties. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to put a burden on the family, a burden on his properties. He's hoping for something to come in and just change everything. There's some hope there for someone that he's hoping that someone that is very supportive of him can help him out. Also, the support that is in that small group of people in that social gathering, perhaps the people that he's installed into the Supreme Court. And he's looking to get lucky there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's new opportunities here, and also a new chapter that's starting with luck here. Let's see. And that new chapter leads to trouble. That nasty, nasty, nasty web. And there's your justice again. It's going to be he's going to be tangled up in all sorts of legal issues. But it's around his money and his properties. So taxes, tax decisions this month. But it reveals business and business overseas. Whatever has been a valued, cherished possession of his that he's been trying to keep covered up and quiet in the dark. Yeah. But he's hoping, he's very hopeful that he's got friends in high places in the courts. High places in the courts, meaning the two schmucks he just appointed. I like Beer Kavanaugh and what's his face? What's the other guy? Yeah, there's the justice system. Support perhaps from his lawyers, and having to be careful about where he steps in next, because you know he steps in it all the time. But it's looking like, yeah, the court decisions about his money and his properties, that's going to be big this month. And earlier we got this and this. Let me see, let me move these out of the way. And that was the end of the reading. And it was the next big scandal to hit the Trump administration. And it was around money and high places for money. Okay. So, and a lot of nasty stuff that was going on. So we were looking at his taxes. We were looking at the PPP. We were looking at the economy, how people that have been elevated are the ones that are getting all the luck and all the money. So, oh, to whoever super chatted, thank you so very much. Mr. May, thank you so very much. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap that up here, you guys. It's 5:31. It's dinner time. I'm hungry. And I'll catch you guys over at Footprints channel today. But yeah, I just thought I'd hop on here and show you guys the Curiosi-Tea system from Karin that Karin developed. I really enjoy all of her products. You guys know that I ordered the teacups from her. I had ordered the charm mat, the charms. Her stuff is really, really good. I think she has wonderful customer service. And this is a super fun, direct, straightforward, to the point little system, and it's small, only 18 cards. And again, you get the mat, the corresponding cards, the dice here, and the charms. Quick and easy. So make sure to check her out. I linked all of that information down below of the description box. Thank you, Larry Girl, for putting Karen's Etsy shop up. She's out in Australia. There's a little bit of a wait time just because of, shipments and everything right now because of COVID. But I wanted to say thank you to Karen so much for sending this over for me to use, which I did have it in my cart. Anyways, I had it, like if you guys shop on Etsy, you know how you can like heart things for later. And I was really interested in this, and it's I'm so very, very fortunate and so thankful that she was so kind to send me one to use. So thank you, Karen. I'm having loads of fun. I'll keep practicing. You guys are going to keep seeing this more on my YouTube channel, along with the other system of hers, which is the her regular tea charms here. Oh, and I did order more, you guys. I ordered, let me see, let me move this out of the way so that's not here. I ordered additional charms from her. So I got the kit that comes with letters and numbers. So I added those to my charm kit, but this charm kit is the 50 charm kit that's also available with Tea with Karin. So I don't know if my camera's going to pick that up, but I ordered letters from her and numbers and symbols. There's number 9, the ampersand. So I got that from Karen. So this little system is fun to use too. And the mat that she has, which is, she did have it available as a kit at one point, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if she sold out of it. But it comes with this tea casting mat. So what you do is you just take a few charms, ask a question, sprinkle a few charms, and there you go. And then you read the charms on the mat. So I didn't ask a question, so I didn't, Oh, and also the other thing I had purchased from Karen, let me see if I can get in here because I'm all smashed into the corner, was the Lenormand teacups that I had. That's only one. I have another one, a black one, but the one with the poppies, beautifully handcrafted. Her and her husband make these black. This one's a black one with poppies on it, with gold around the outside. It's got all of the Lenormand symbols inside of the teacup. So you have the dog, the fish, the man, the clouds, the moon, the tree, the lion, the baby or the child, the birds, the rider, crossroads. She put all of the Lenormand symbols in there for you. So this is really fun to use as a daily reading. Just sit down, pour yourself a cup of tea, focus on your question, and there you go. There's a little reading right there for you. So yes, please check out Tea with Karin. She's got a YouTube channel. Again, I linked it in the description box below. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with me today. And thank you so much to Karin for being so kind, for sending me the Curiosi-Tea system. Again, she developed this. This is her little baby. She made this. She developed this entire system. Fantastic job, Karin. Super fun. I'll keep practicing. And thank you, everybody, for hanging out. And I hope to see you over on Chrissy's channel, Footprint Tarot. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the super chats. And I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Bye.